everyone, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today I am back with my yearly tradition of building a gingerbread house on the channel. I've done this quite a few years in a row now and it's always just like that stereotypical gingerbread house. But over the last few years I've been seeing more like kits being sold of different styles of gingerbread houses, anything from like the classic one to like a mansion to some really fun ones. I know last year I bought one that was like a tiny house version, which was really cool. And so this year I thought I would make a gingerbread house, but do it in one of my favorite architectural styles, which is mid-century modern. So that's what we're doing here today, and I really like how this came out. I know it's a little bit different. I think this is technically a tiny house. It's very small on the inside. I wasn't really going for like a big, expansive house that's fully functional and all of that. I had a bit of fun with what I decided to put on the interior of this house. You might see a little bit later, there's a cupcake machine in this home. It just felt right. There's something a little bit magical and felt a bit Christmassy to have that in here. So I wanted to include it, and because I think of gingerbread houses as a fun like craft you're putting together and like magical in this time of the year, this season, I thought it was fitting. Do let me know if you build gingerbread houses every year. Have you baked them? Do you buy kits? Do you buy pre-built ones? Do you have lots of memories growing up making gingerbread houses and decorating them? I, as a child, always would decorate them over at my grandma's house. She always bought the kits, but she would also buy some extra candy and things for us to have more options to go ahead and decorate them. And it was a lot of fun. And it's something I do like to occasionally do now as an adult as well. I know last year, me and my boyfriend both bought kits of pre-built ones just because that's a lot of work. And we bought all sorts of candy and stuff, and we kind of put on a timer and we're like, okay, let's see who can make the better gingerbread house in this amount of time. And they were so funny looking. The things that we tried to do, like the ones we got came with a yellow fondant, which was interesting. And we both had very different approaches to that. And it was just a lot of fun. And actually my birthday was yesterday, and he thought it would be a cute idea to get us another gingerbread house for sometime this upcoming week to actually work on together and try and make something as hideous as possible. So if you have any ideas of things we can get to make it horrible, I would love those. I'm very excited about it. But anyway, on the exterior here, I have done some snowballs around the window, and then I stacked up these like table pedestals from the Moschino pack in white and red on the edges to look like candy. And I did swap out the front door for this more mid-century one from Get Famous. And right now it's green, but I am going to be changing the color of it a little bit later to red because the green was just like not the correct green that I wanted. It's a pretty green. It's more of an avocado green, not like a Christmas green. So I did change that. We also have these reindeers outside. I'm getting more of these tables on the ledges here. There's some snow piles around, and I thought that these windows from Realm of Magic, I have one on the side of the door right now, which I think I'll be moving, were so nice because of the lines going through the windows. It kind of mimicked that idea of like icing. And I didn't want to go too overboard with like placing a ton of debug objects. I know I did that with the snowballs around the front window, but I wanted to kind of approach this as something that was manageable without mods, like not needing to use Tool to tediously place everything. And we just got this update that was through the Sims Delivery Express that brought in these little bows. So I actually decorated the outside of the build with those. And then some of these like little string things that came with seasons. And I think it looks like little icing bits on the outside. I really like how it came out. I wanted to try and do something a little bit different than I have in years past. And it was really fun to do a different style of gingerbread house. Maybe I'll do this again next year and we'll pick a different architectural style. So because we've done a bunch of traditional looking ones. Now this is a mid-century one. Maybe next year we could do, I don't know, maybe like a modern gingerbread house. Ooh, that could actually be really fun. Or what other styles could we do that would be maybe like Victorian? Oh, that would be really pretty. Just thinking ahead for a year from now. But anyway, I'm just getting more bows on the exterior. I love the green ones that I put on the front door and the big windows. And then I decided to put a couple of these stepping stones from the base game debug as well because they don't disappear under the snow. And that way there is a little walkway up to this area. I adore how the exterior of this build came out so much. There's just something about it that I think looks so fun, and I hope you like it as well. If you do and you'd like to download it, I will make sure to upload this to the Sims 4 gallery. You'll be able to find it if you search my origin ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi, and you could find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will be in the description down below as well. As far as the wallpapers go, I did go back and forth a few times between using this base game one, which I think looks really nice, like it's like the individual panels of Gingerbread. And I also tried one of the ones, I think from Journey to Batu. They had one that looked a lot like Gingerbread as well. I might have used both of them in here, but it looks like right now I'm primarily using this one from base game, and you can see I'm trying to figure out how to fit the cupcake machine in here, but I also wanted to have a bathroom and have like some semblance of like things you would need if you wanted to actually live here. I wanted to have a bed, some way to make some sort of food. I don't have a full kitchen in here, but there are ways to make food in here other than cupcakes. And I also just wanted to have like some Christmassy things. There's a lot of decorations. There is obviously the Christmas tree in here. It's a little bit of a goofy one. If you got rid of the cupcake machine, you'd have a whole lot more room. You could put a whole kitchen in the amount of space that the cupcake machine takes up. So it would be one that could definitely be a functional tiny home if you got rid of that, if you downloaded it. I just thought it would be a little bit fun to decorate this differently and try and fit a cupcake machine in here. I feel like it's the closest thing we have to some sort of very crafty thing. And it looks like those things on top could be like different frostings you're using for decorating this home. And then I'm trying to figure out how to fit a bed in here. It did take a while to fiddle around with this floor plan, and I kept pretty much all of that in so you can see the struggle because it took forever. I really did not know how to make this work, but I did figure it out in the end. It's a little bit strange, but I was very happy with it. So basically the bed ends up being in the middle here. I'm going to turn it around, and there's like a half wall here. So when you walk in, you can go down either side, and you can get in the bed on either side, and you're like viewing out the window instead of at the front door. There's more bows in here. I think they're so pretty, and just gonna be decorating from there. And then there ends up being enough space for a small bathroom over here. And then this little nook in the corner, we're gonna put a mini fridge and a microwave. I know right now it's a bookcase. I will be changing that later because I wanted to make sure you could make some sort of food other than cupcakes. I mean, if all you want to make is cupcakes in this home, that's fine. It's a gingerbread house. But you could definitely get rid of the cupcake machine and put a kitchen there, or move things around quite a bit. You don't need the Christmas tree. Well, I mean, it's gingerbread house. You do need the Christmas tree. You do need the cupcake machine. Those are necessities. Don't get rid of them. But this was just a fun little build. I don't know if anyone would want to download this or play in it, but I thought it was really cute. I also put those new aprons we got over by the cupcake machine. It just made sense to me, and I really like the festive colors on them. And I'm really glad that there are some neutral colors as well. I know I used one of those in the baker's apartment I posted recently. I just think it's so cool. I'm so glad that we got those aprons. That and the fire pokers. Those are both very welcome additions. But anyway, in the bathroom here now, I decided to go with this shower from the, Island Living pack. It just looked a little bit more like gingerbread. So that was the whole vibe in here, picking furniture based on what maybe could have been gingerbread and decorating accordingly. We have like this red and green and blue tile, a couple of bathrobes, and this little rug as well. I think these ones are really cute, the swatches on them. And I think that's pretty much it for what's going to be in here. Just going to be making a couple of changes, like I had mentioned, to have that mini fridge over here with the microwave on top so your Sims can actually cook something. Not much. You're going to, chicken nuggies. That's what we can have here. And getting a couple more decorations, and I think temperature controls as well. So you can try and keep it pretty snug in here because you're in the middle of a winter wonderland in a gingerbread house. It's probably pretty cold. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.
First flake of snow say that Christmas